Hello. Father-son conflict is no more a new topic to discuss. The saga of conflicts between fathers and sons can be traced back to ancient times. We can find many such narratives from human history. Stories of father-son conflicts are also narrated in our epics and also in many literatures and movies. This complex relationship, however, is very evolving in nature. It undergoes several twists during 3 to 4 decades of their life together. It's a sweet tale to start with love and affection, then moving into a rough phase of misunderstandings and disputes. It then transits into a stage of compromises and finally evolves into a phase of empathy and admiration. A man begins to understand his father rightly only after he becomes a father himself. Thereafter, his perspectives about his own father undergoes a major shift. Having said that, it is inappropriate to generalize how this relationship evolves over a period. The complexity in this relationship is the outcome of several factors, not restricted to the type of personalities the father and son are, but also many external factors which are beyond their control and influence. There have been many socio-psychological studies on this subject. Some studies by social scientists and psychologists reveal a specific pattern of this evolving relationship. They call it the life cycle of dad-son relationship. One such paper by Dr. Charles Williams brings out an acronym, IDEAL, to describe the evolving stages of this tricky relationship. According to this theory, the life cycle of father-son relationship has 5 stages: idolize, discord, evolving, acceptance, and legacy. As a son grows from his childhood to a matured adult, his equation with his father shifts the gears several times during these 5 stages. There is a beautiful little poem named My Father When I Was, as appeared in Anne Landay's Father's Day column in 1999. This half-page poem, written in 13 lines, illustrates the father-son relationship so brilliantly, much better than how it is narrated in many research papers and novels that runs into hundreds of pages. In this episode, I am trying to blend Dr. Charles Williams' life cycle theory of father and son with the little poem My Father When I Was, published by Anne Landay's. I hope this attempt of mine will make you introspect by relating the evolving stages of dad-son relationship with the real-life events that might have got played in your own life. It doesn't matter what role you play in this narrative, whether as a father or as a son, or as a mother or sister who might have witnessed similar life events in your family. Please watch it carefully, as every line in this little poem is gold.
My daddy can do anything. My daddy knows a whole lot. My dad is smarter than your dad.
During this stage, sons idolize their fathers as true heroes. They think their fathers are capable of doing everything. The son would imitate his father's body language by walking like him and talking like him. He may even wear his father's clothes and would role-play his father's professional character. At this stage, a son also looks up to his father for his approvals and acceptances. So, he will try to please his father several ways. But this phase will slowly transit into the next stage of discord in the next 3 to 4 years.
My dad doesn't know exactly everything. In olden days when my dad grew up, things were so different. Oh well, naturally, father does not know anything about that. He's too old to remember his childhood. Don't pay any attention to my father. He's so old-fashioned. Him, my lord, he's hopelessly out of date.
The stage of discord becomes acute when the sons enter their teenage, and this unfriendly relationship with their fathers may continue till they are in their early 20s. During this phase, things can literally turn ugly at times as conflicts in their views, likings, and opinions become very common. The sons often go against the wishes of their fathers. They prefer to take up unconventional ideas to challenge the belief and value systems followed by their fathers. At times, the teenage son would develop a fear over his father, and that can further intensify the discord and complicate their relationship more.
Dad knows a little bit about it, but then he should because he has been around so long. Maybe we should ask Dad what he thinks. After all, he has had a lot of experience.
The period of evolving begins as the sons enter their young adulthood. Fathers and sons may still exhibit emotional disconnect. They may even ignore each other. As the sons start living their lives independently, the reality of life begins to strike their face. As a result, they slowly develop an insight that probably their fathers were right in certain aspects of life. Mark Twain once said about this changing perspective about his father. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant that I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much he had learned in 7 years.
I'm not doing a single thing until I talk to Dad. I wonder how Dad would have handled it. He was so wise and had a world of experience.
As they pass through their late 30s, sons begins to travel through the stage of acceptance towards their fathers. They begin to forgive and start recognizing some of the virtues of their fathers. As they move into their 40s, they are faced with more real-life challenges. Matured adult sons may experience challenges with their own sons. When going becomes tough, the sons start admiring many qualities of their fathers. Slowly, both sides begin to accept each other's differences. Often, fathers and sons become friends and start expressing their views without any discomfort.
I would give anything if Dad were here now, so I could talk this over with him. Too bad. I didn't appreciate how smart he was. I could have learned a lot from him.
In their 50s, older adult sons become a legacy of their father's influence. Painful memories of their past conflicts with their fathers will be replaced by the respect for their fathers for managing many difficult situations by them. Admiration for their fathers will grow when they see their clashes with their fathers are replayed by their young sons almost in the same manner. By this time, if sons could not resolve their differences with their deceased fathers, they may repent and lament for not understanding their fathers rightly when they were alive.
By the time a man realizes that maybe his father was right, he usually has a son who thinks he is wrong.
As I said in the beginning, it's inappropriate to generalize the dad-son relationship and apply it in every home to interpret the changing equations between father and son. Still, I hope you could relate at least some scenarios narrated here with some of your real-life situations. Though the conflict between fathers and sons is a common theme across the globe, it's also a journey of understanding and compromises. It demonstrates the power of love and forgiveness while passing on the lantern of wisdom from one generation to the next. Please share this video with others if you find it worth doing so. See you soon with another inspiring story. Till then, bye-bye.